Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. We are here to do a reading today for the sign of Libra for the month of November 2017. Today I am using two decks, the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti, as well as Doreen Virtue's Archangel Oracle cards. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we, with your November reading. Calling on the guides, angels, teachers, helpers, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Libra. Asking for perfect vision, perfect wisdom, and perfect clarity as we look at the energies coming in for the sign of Libra in the month of November 2017. Giving thanks in advance to all that is for this perfect vision, clarity, and wisdom. As we look at the energies surrounding the sign of Libra for the month of for the month of November 2017. The month of November 2017 for the sign of Libra. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. All right, Libra, that feels pretty good for Libra right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. I am doing a 7-card spread for the month of November, and I'll explain more as we move through the cards in your reading. All right, so let's take a look at your bottom card here. Oh, you got the Death card, Libra. Big transformations coming through for the sign of Libra in the month of November. This Death card is absolutely nothing to fear, because before anything new can be born, the old has to die. The old has to move into a state of non-existence before we can birth something new. So really thrilled to see that. And sometimes transformations can feel like they're painful or hard for us, but this is something that I'm really feeling will build up the fortitude, the courage and strength in Libras. Libras are all about balance. So whenever anything is out of balance, Libras are really good with bringing things back into a more balanced perspective. So it looks like transformation is on tap for Libras. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the rest of your cards and see if we can see more insight into these changes. All right, so as your past position here, Libra, you do have the 6 of Pentacles coming in as your past position. So there's been and take a look at the scales there. I was just talking about Libras being very, very centrally focused on having things in balance. So no surprise here that we see the scales coming pictured on your past card, because that's really what it's all about. And this card is all about give and take, creating that balance through your giving as well as your receiving, right? So you've really been in a position in the past where you've been able to give to others, to receive from others, and that's just a wonderful thing. And your giving and receiving has created more balance, not only in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. So kudos to you for that, Libra. And let's go ahead now and move to your current position. In the current position, we have the 3 of Cups coming up in the reverse here. This Three of Cups is a celebration card. It's a card of social gatherings and get-togethers, and look at all of the ribbons and lights and the pretty dresses these ladies have on. This is all about celebrating a victory. Now, I am seeing this come up in the reverse for Libras. So what that really signifies for me is either there has been a letdown recently, very recently, may be something that's actually even occurring as we speak. So there's been this sense of being let down, not being able to get that opportunity to celebrate, as this card depicts. It could also indicate that there has been perhaps you did get what you were shooting for, but it just didn't, either it didn't pan out to be what you'd hope it would be, or it just didn't, it just didn't equal, it didn't line up and do what you expected it to do. So again, that's going on in your current position here. So let's take a look at what your future position is. Now, this brings me right back to what I was just saying about Libras being very balanced in their way of being. Very, very strong characteristic for Libras there. Here we have the Queen of Cups coming in your future position. Take a look at the clouds around this queen. So it's not as if she's just walking in La La Land, the land of flowers and the land of milk and honey, although I'm sure most queens do enjoy milk and honey, the land of milk and honey, but there's these clouds there behind her. But despite these clouds, this queen is able to maintain a very balanced, a very mature, emotional balance about herself. She's actually a master at doing so. She's a master of her emotions, especially in situations that are less than pleasant. So again, this is in your future position, indicating that Libras, again, do have that capability, and they seek balance, not just here's some balance, and I can accept that as part of what's happening now for me. No, Libras actually seek that out, and if it's not there, they're going to find a way to create it, even if they don't try. I mean, they don't even really have to effort a whole lot to make this happen. Their very presence, your very presence, brings forth a level of balance to the people around you. And that was also indicated here that we talked about with your past energy card, that give and take energy and that balance that was created for you and the people around you. All right, so next up we have your current position, how you're looking out at the world. So here we have more of this very balanced, very prosperous and happy emotional energy. So really feeling like Libras have a very good disposition right now with the world around them, with some of these changes that are coming in. The transformation is welcomed for Libras. So I'm really feeling that you're seeing the world and your circumstances through very open and honest eyes. All right, so that's what's coming in here with your current position. Now, as an external influence, we do have the King of Swords showing up. Again, this whole idea that mastering this king is actually a master of his thoughts. He has the ability, look how he's holding his sword there, just kind of laid back, waiting for whatever the world has to throw at him, and he's going to be able to first of all, not get too caught up in negative thoughts, and not allow those negative thoughts to in any way deter him from his ultimate goal. And that's exactly what I'm picking up for Libras in the month of November as well. And this is indicated here as an external influence. So things coming in, information that has the potential to make you think that you're not okay. Those types of tricks won't work with Libras. You're going to know, no matter what you're faced with, you're going to know that you're okay. And that's great. And here is more of that. Here's more of what I was just saying. And this is an internal influence, right? Libras, you have this very a winning spirit about yourself in the month of November. You have this massive ability to think clearly and to think, to have a winning attitude, right? That's really what's coming through. This winning attitude that Libras have, that will assist them in so many ways with getting what it is that you're working towards in your life, whether that be more balance in your relationships, more balance in the workplace, more balance in your home. Whatever you set your sights to bring this level of harmony into in your life, you will be successful. And the beautiful thing about this is you know you'll be successful, right? That's great. Confidence is a beautiful thing. All right, so as your final outcome card, we do have the Four of Pentacles coming up in the reverse. Now, this card kind of summarizes your past three cards, which were all very positive. You had the Nine of Cups as your world view, how you're seeing the world. You have the King of Swords coming in as an external influence, indicating that you're really being diligent with keeping that positive thoughts. And then as an internal influence, you have that winning attitude about your situation. So here we have this Four of Pentacles coming up in the reverse. Upright, this Four of Pentacles is all about really holding on to what you have, not really allowing the give and take that you're so famously known for, right? So, and this is coming up in the reverse. So that it really feels to me like you, as an outcome card, what this is really saying is that you don't have this, oh, let me grab everything up for myself type of attitude. And even if you did have that attitude at one time, you're transforming that. You're coming out of that way of thinking. You're embracing a much more winning attitude, and embracing the potential that we all can win. There's enough to go around for everybody. And that's really what I'm feeling this final outcome card to be here. That there's enough to go around for everybody's spirit is really how I'm interpreting that as your final outcome card, which is great. All right, so that does conclude the main portion of your reading for the month of November. Let's go ahead now and take a look at your guidance card from the Archangels. Again, this is my oldest deck. So what I typically do, I've been working with this deck for about 10 years. I just shuffle the cards and the Archangels will let me know which card is going to be the highest message for you for the month of November, for the sign of Libra. So calling on the Archangels, asking for one additional card to close out the reading for Libra for the month of November 2017. Giving thanks in advance for one additional guidance card for the sign of Libra for the month of November. All right, sometimes it takes me a little bit to get a card out, but it always comes out, you know. Just have to be patient sometimes, and there it is. All right, so Libra, you are closing out the month with patience. We're closing out the reading, not the month. You're closing out the reading here with patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience, right? So you're on this path to creating the life that you want for yourself, and you have this amazing ability to bring things into balance that are that would otherwise be out of balance. So the guidance from the archangels is to just be patient and know that things are absolutely unfolding perfectly in your life, the way much more quicker, actually, is what they're saying here, much more quicker than you realize. So that's a wonderful way to end the reading for Libra for the month of November. I wish you a very wonderful holiday month in the month of November, and I will see you back here in December. Namaste.